Do you think he'll ever return?
Who?
Sticky Nicky's recaps.
I hope so.
Man, life just hasn't been the same.
Why? What's been going on?
We hadn't had a Sticky Nicky video in a long time.
Hey, Gigi.
Yeah?
Do you ever think we're gonna get a Sticky Nicky recap again?
I sure hope so.
Dear Santa, all I want this year is for Sticky Nicky's videos to return.
We are so back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sticky Nicky's recap for the Valley Boys Fantasy Football League. The long wait is over. And I'll start off by apologizing. You know, it's been too long. We'll put it that way. The apology's sincere. It's been too long. We're back. And we're locked in. We're focused. How long we'll be locked in for? Can't tell you. I won't put an amount on it, but we're here right now. This is the best league in the entire nation. And I'm here to show you why. That's my job. Welcome back, boys. We're going to hop into it. You know, I guess the first piece of business would be to go through the standings, see where we're at currently. 2 weeks in. You know, it's Thursday, September 18th at current time. Thursday night game is well underway. But we're going to jump right in week 2 and kind of see where everyone's at, see where people have started. If you're just now joining this channel for the first time, give you some background on who these owners are. What have they done in this league? Or the lack thereof. We'll start in the National League. You know, start with an owner. Goes by the name of David Dyer. Will Twerk for Fab. Team name. He's in first place right now. 2-0. This is a great owner. There's no shock here. I mean, there's zero shock here of this owner being 2-0 to start the year. This guy has multiple championship rings under his belt. But I will bring something to your attention. He's 8th in points for in the league. 8th place in points for. And he's sitting at 2-0. It's a brutal game we play here of fantasy football. It's a brutal game. That's one example of it. He's playing well. If you take a quick peek at his roster, he's got the quarterback. You know, he's got the running backs. Mid-tier running backs, you can call it. He's got the workhorse in CeeDee Lamb. A couple other great receivers. Ken Walker, the big question mark. You know, there's definitely question marks here. You know, he got some tough luck early with Xavier Worthy going down, but this roster is going to be just fine. It's going to take him deep. There's no doubt about it. Looking good there, Dave. Moving down the list, straight to another great looking roster. This owner's sitting at 1-1 right now. He's going to be just fine. We're talking about Mitchell Soley and the Weird Balls squad. You know, I give this owner a hard time a lot. Why, you ask? Well, there's no championship rings for this guy. This guy doesn't have a ring. He's come close. He's come real close. But still no ring here in the Valley Boys Fantasy Football League. And we treat him like he's won a few. And that's because the roster's like this. You know, so I'll let you decide how you want to summarize this owner. Although no championship rings, the man puts together a competitive roster year in and year out. This being the best roster he's put together probably ever. As we just look through the depth, the bench, Rashee Rice coming back towards the middle of the season, Cortland Sutton being a bench player right now. You can't blame him. Look at the starters. You know, he's got a great tight end, new guy. You know, next Brock Bowers possibly we're looking at there. This team's great. This owner's great. But can he get the job done this year? We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, he's sitting in second place in the National League. He's sitting at 1-1. He's got plenty of waiver money for the rest of the year. Points for are immaculate. You know, second in place in total points for across the league. That kind of shows you, speaks to the roster he's looking at 2 weeks in. I see a lot of success for this guy. Weird balls. Mitchell Soley. Well done. Moving on. This guy's sitting in third place. Right in the middle. Where he belongs. It's where he lives. It's Team Mid. Owned by Mr. Todd Carlson. He's my rivalry. There's no hiding it. There's no denying it. Did he beat me week 1? He did. He got lucky. And it'll be the only time it happens. You know, looking at his team, it's good. The 1 through 4 is solid as they come, led by Josh Allen. As you can see, he's putting in work in his Thursday night game already. Getting it in. First 4 are looking incredible. Roster's going to be just fine. But here's another owner. No championship rings. Nothing to show for. Very few playoff appearances. Is he a good owner? Maybe. We'll have to see. You know, it's another guy. We'll just have to see. Now, here's a guy. Let me tell you a little something about this next guy. Balls Deep, owned by Timmy Green. This dude puts under and underrated. This guy, year in, year out, builds an incredible roster. And yet again, here it is. Look at the last 4 receivers. Look at these guys right here. Yeah, he's got Keon Coleman underperforming on Thursday night right now. But look at these 4. Jamar, Malik, Trey, and Jacoby Myers. Man, they're going to compete. They're going to compete. It's not the best roster he's ever had. He's sitting at 1-1 right now. 4th place in the national division. He's got 273 points for. Look at that, was close. Him and Todd, real close there. Todd got the edge, barely over him. TJ could be easily sitting in 3rd place. You know, he'd be sitting in 2nd place of the American division. He's a great team. So he finds himself in 4th right now, sitting at 1-1. And yeah, you know, it's going to take a lot, I think, you know, from his running backs. Take him deep in the year, but it's not horrible, and we've definitely seen worse. This guy's a great owner. You know, I can definitely see him going deep again this year. Best of luck to you, Timmy Green. You're the man. You're the man. This next one hits close to home, boys. Doesn't feel good. You know, starting off the season, you can't plan for that. You just can't. So moving along. Starting the season off 0-2. I mean, you can't draw it up. I mean, who, you know, of course it would ruin my recap, of course, as we're going over Sticky Nicky, owned by Nicky McAdams. Of course, a random alarm would go off in the background. Alarms are going off in his front office too. Sticky Nicky, panic button. We've lifted the seal off of the button. You know, there's like always the little glass cage that goes on it. We've lifted it up. It's a must-win this week, being 0-2 in the national division. It's no ifs, ands, buts. I've got to win this week. We can't drop to 0-3. There's things that this owner could not control, and that's this number right here. Points against 320. Yeah, the only team in the 300s. We even have an owner that's, you know, still in the 100s of points against him, and I'm sitting at 320. We're not making excuses. We're just stating facts. Looking at his roster. You know, come on. The best, the mid, the best, the mid. There's holes in his lineup. They're good guys, you know. They got to overperform. Like a lot of your guys, you know. We drafted the guys we wanted. Now they got to perform. It's up to them. It's not my fault. You know? It's not your fault. Unless you're Todd. It's your fault. Okay? So, you know what? We're going to be just fine. Like I said, the glass seal's been opened. We're not hitting the panic button quite yet. But we need to start winning some games. Okay? Okay. You know, we're back. We're so back. You know, we're going to get down to the American division here in a second. But first, now's a good time to go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this with your grandmother, share this with your auntie, share it with your mailman the next time you see him. Because we're coming, we're taking over. This is the greatest league in the nation, and we're going to show people why. You know, got some interviews planned for the next week. Phone calls, phone interviews with owners. You know, hear directly from the people. You know, we want to hear from them. What do they have to say about the league? What do they have to say about their matchups coming up? Or what do they have to say about that grimy commissioner of theirs? Well, tune into our next video to find out. Okay? Moving on, boys. Man, oh man, moving on to the American Division. Led by none other than the Evil Empire. Back again, sitting at 2-0. The clear leader in the American Division at 2-0. He's the only owner in the 300 points for. Austin Schreiber, man, here he is with a vengeance again. Look at those running backs. Look at the way Javante's turning out. Man, and Herbert, career year incoming possibly. I've got an MVP slip for him, you know. This is a guy. This is another one of those owners, man. Got his first ring last year, worked hard for it. I mean, he worked hard for that ring. I got a lot of respect for this guy, and I may be one of the only, but I've got some respect for this guy. You know, he's constantly up against the crowd. You know, I mean, he is the most unliked guy in the league, you know, and it's just because he wins. He wins, and people hate that. You know, they do. We're going to have to stop him. This is a guy that we're going to have to stop. You know, don't let him get in your ear about trading picks next year either. Don't, Jake, you know. No more of that. Andy, times might get desperate. Jared, you know, a loss this week. Things get desperate. Don't answer his call. You know, he named himself Evil Empire for a reason. He's building something that's going to last over there. And we've got to shut it down, you know, before it's too late. We've created a monster in this guy. We've got to shut it down. Okay. Evil Empire, worst of luck to you, buddy. Oh, baby, keeping it moving. And yes, we did get a jersey swap mid-video. Little jersey swap. Show it off. What we got here? Blackout Cowboy CD. Come on. Still got the tag. Dropped off by another owner in this league. Another owner in this league got me this jersey. Just dropped it off here a bit ago. Taking care of his commissioner, you could call it. We'll call it that. You know, we'll get down to who this owner is here in a bit. But the jersey's looking nice. I mean, come on. Come on. Moving on to the next owner we're talking about here. It is Ben Cavaletto. Team name, Ben's B word. Don't know if I can say it. Not going to risk it. Nope. Nope. This is family-friendly content over here, Ben. So the only one in the league with a vulgar team name. Kind of speaks to your character, if anything. Looking at the team, though, starting off nice, you know. Got one of the best premier quarterbacks in the league, year in, year out. You got... Also, I woke up feeling different today. Okay, so if you're in the American Division after the Evil Empire, I'm sorry. I might be coming a little different, okay? You didn't get the same energy yesterday. Sorry. You know, video took longer than expected. We're on day 2. Ben, you're getting the raw reaction. Your running backs, incredible. Incredible. Receiver room, this is a mismanagement thing. Swap, just, I get the idea. Just move them, though. You know, it's annoying seeing Deebo Samuel as your number 1 receiver. That's disgusting. Your keeper's your 3rd receiver. That guy's horrible. You bragged about him being your keeper all year. That guy's horrible. Your 4th flex, George Pickens, incredible. They just got to give him the ball more. Nah, man. Your team looks great. Let's be real. The team looks fantastic. There's no denying it there, Benji. You know, you take a deeper look. Nico Collins gonna be just fine. Like I said, your running backs phenomenal. Probably the best 1-2 punch of any roster, I'd say. Especially just with the upside for both of them. Fantastic team there, buddy. You look at his points for, sitting at 260. A little less than myself, who's 0-2, but so like I said, it's a brutal sport we play. You know, we do it for the love of the game and nothing more. So Ben's B words, I wish you the best of luck. I wish you more creativity in the name-making division. I hope you can get a ring for the first time ever. You're another one of those guys. A lot of talk. Nothing on those fingers of yours. So see if you can figure it out this year. Get a win. Maybe even get second place, third place, something towards the top. We'll see. Now, this next owner we're talking about today, Almond Drugs, owned by Andy Coop. Whoa, what just happened there? I think we're good. Okay. Almond Drugs, owned by Andy Coop. You know, this is an owner who's been in the league since the beginning. He shows up year in and year out. He's present. He does his best. And he participates every year. Every year he participates. And this year he's got a solid roster. The receivers are good. I mean, the 1-2 punch in the receivers are good. There's no denying it. Drake May, he's been fun so far. Aaron Williams, a lot of upside. Alvin Kamara might score 6 touchdowns in a game just because. This is one of the better teams we've had, Almond Drugs, okay? And I wish you nothing but the best. I'm in your corner. I think you're the guy that everyone would be fine with seeing win a championship. I think you are. I think you're the one guy. Everyone in this league we would sing Kumbaya, you know? We would hand you your flowers directly, probably throw you a party, a parade, shut down the city. So, go for it, man. You're 1-1. Believe in you. Got this, Coop. Moving right along to another owner that we hold dear to our heart. This is Jake Ross, owner of 2016 Ball Knowledge. Does the team name say it all? Or is it a facade to make you guys think that this man doesn't know ball anymore? Well, that's the question. And this is the season that's going to dictate it, I think. There's a lot of pressure on this owner. He's in the win column, sitting at 1-1. The points for at 235, not the best. He knows it. He understands it. But he's in the win column nonetheless. This guy has everything to prove. This guy has 4 kids. This guy will probably watch this video with 2 kids draped on each arm. And we want to give him a hard time? You know, it's one of those things we got to look ourselves in the mirror. This man competes. Did he compete last year? Absolutely not. Finished him dead last. It was horrible. But prior to last year, this man has competed. And, we treat him like the ugly stepsister sometimes. He's got a lot to prove, and he understands that. You look at his roster this year, led by Mahomes. Led by Mahomes. If he can just get a receiver over there, not looking bad. Genty, the volume's there. The little burst of spectacular are there. But when is he going to put it together? When are they just going to feed him 25 carries a game? Why draft him that early if you're not going to do it? Achane, he's a receiver playing running back. You got to love that. The receivers are decent. The tight end's decent. He's got, another great rookie there in Tet. The volume's there, no doubt. Breece Hall, looking like he's going to be a little better than we were anticipating. Got good value there. This team is fine. Yeah, this team's fine. It's going to continue to be fine. We wish this guy the best. We wish this guy the best. We wish him peace and blessings and patience. And yeah, I'm excited to see how this turns out for this guy. This is one of those guys we're excited to get on the phone line, hear from him directly. You know, we just want to hear what this guy has to say. This is an original owner, by the way. This guy's on year 10. This is his 10th year in this league. This guy probably has a lot of knowledge, a lot of things to talk about. Well, we're going to get him on here. We're going to get him on here next week on the Valley Boys Fantasy Football, brought to you by Sticky Nicky's Recaps, baby. It's coming. Stay tuned. I digress. We move forward. And we're moving on to the last owner in this league. Goes by the name of Houston Homies. You guessed it. Jared Houston, the owner. You know, and we're not going to focus too much on 0-2. We're not going to focus too much on $56 left to spend. We're not going to focus too much on the 194 points for. Okay? We're not going to focus on that. And we're definitely not going to focus on Amarian Hampton and Quinshon Judkins leading his running back room. Those are things I'm not going to focus on them. You guys brought him up. I'm not talking about him. He's sitting at 0-2. So what? I know another great owner that's sitting at 0-2. Fantastic owner. Okay? Jared's going 11-2 this year. Because I tell you what I do know. I know 100% Egyptian cotton silk when I feel it. And that's what this jersey was made from. And it came across my porch this morning. And you can call it a bribe. You can call it a gift, or you can call it the owner taking care of his commissioner. And that's what happened this morning. It's a beautiful jersey. It's a beautiful way to express gratitude for being in the greatest league known to man. And I appreciate it. Houston Homies, I see 11 wins in a row coming your way, buddy. Another owner. Nobody would have a problem with you winning. Go get it. Go get it. A constant participator. He's gritty, he's grimy, and he's slimy. Houston Homies, best of luck to you this year. Love the jersey. Love you. Let's get a win this week. The underdogs move to 1-2 this week. Come on, baby. My goodness. And that about does it there, boys. That's a breakdown of 2 weeks in. We've got so much more to cover this year. Like I said, we've got interviews. We're hoping for a revival of Weird Ball Sportsbook. You know, people have asked for it the same way they've asked for this. People want the lines again. They want to see if they're favored or if they're underdogs going into their fantasy matchup. That added a layer to this league that I don't think anybody else is doing. And I think the people would love to see it back. Yeah, maybe bets aren't placed every week. But Weird Ball Sportsbook, if we could get that going again, man, it's great content. Great content to come on here and talk about too. I'm excited, boys. This was a blast making this again. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to comment. Comment something. A period. The word period, I don't care. Comment anything. What a blast it's been. The interviews are going to go crazy next week. This is a huge week. Week 3 is always a big week, boys. It's the difference between 0-3 or 1-2. It's the difference between, going 1-2 and being 2-1. It's a ginormous week for everyone involved here. I wish you all the best of luck. What a pleasure it's been. We are so back. Come on, boys. Talk to you soon. Peace.